Hi, I'm Miss Natalie, and I am going to read to you today for Don't Be Afraid of the Library. This is the first book I'm going to read, The Hallo-Wiener by Dave Pilkey, who also wrote Dogman and Captain Underpants. There once was a dog named Oscar who was half a dog tall and 1.5 dogs long. Because of his unusual shape and size, all the other dogs made fun of him. Wiener dog, they called him, and Oscar did not like it one bit. Oscar's mother was no help either. Every morning when the dogs walked off to obedience school, Oscar's mother stood in the front yard waving and calling out, "Farewell, my little Vienna sausage," and the other dogs laughed and laughed. And it's really funny because if you look at the mailbox, it says his last name is Meyer. So Oscar's name is Oscar Meyer, like the hot dogs. Because he's a wiener dog. Most of the time, Oscar was upset by all this, but not today. Today was Halloween, and Oscar was thinking about other things. All day long at obedience school, Oscar daydreamed about Halloween night, trick-or-treats, and scary costumes. It says today's lesson is sit and stay. Also, this is the best book ever for dogs. It says, dogs who hate fleas, and the fleas that love them. When Oscar got home, he dashed upstairs to start working on his scary Halloween costume. But when he got to his room, a surprise was waiting for him. "Happy Halloween, my little sausage link," said Oscar's mother. "I've made you a costume to wear for trick-or-treats." When Oscar saw the costume, he nearly fainted. It was a giant hot dog bun, complete with mustard. And guess who was supposed to fit in the middle? Oscar did not want to hurt his mother's feelings, so he decided to wear the silly costume. That night, all the dogs on the block gathered to show off their costumes. Everyone was looking quite scary. Then Oscar showed up, looking quite frank. It's funny because frank is another word for a hot dog. When the dogs saw Oscar in his silly costume, they howled with laughter. "Look at Oscar," they said. "He really is a wiener dog." Poor Oscar was so embarrassed. Wiener dog," laughed the other dogs as they ran off to go trick-or-treating. Oscar tried to keep up with the dogs, but his silly costume kept slowing him down. All night long, the other dogs hounded every treat they could get their paws on. So by the time Oscar got to each house, there were no treats left. Soon trick-or-treating was over, and the dogs walked home past a spooky graveyard. Suddenly, a horrible hissing sound filled the air. Hiss! The dogs stopped dead in their tracks. Then, out of the graveyard rose a ghastly monster. The dogs screamed for their lives. They dropped their treats and jumped into a nearby pond. The monster moved closer. "Please don't eat us," cried the dogs. The monster yowled and hissed. "Boo-hoo-hoo," sobbed the dogs. The monster jumped up and down. "Somebody save us," shrieked the dogs. Just then, somebody showed up. It was Oscar. Because Oscar was so short, he saw something that the other dogs had not seen. "That's no monster," cried Oscar, and with a loud bark, Oscar waddled to the rescue. Oscar chomped and tugged with all his might. Rip! And there, standing in the moonlight, were a couple of ornery cats. "Help!" cried the cats. "We're being attacked by a giant frankfurter!" And they ran off screaming through the graveyard. They look very scared, and they have huge mouths. The dogs in the pond had seen the whole thing, and now it was their turn to be embarrassed. "We've been chased into a pond by a couple of cats," they moaned. But Oscar was a true friend. He leaped into the water and swam out to the dogs. Oscar's silly costume made a wonderful life raft, and the dogs climbed up. "All aboard!" Oscar called, and he dog-paddled back to shore. When they got back to dry land, all the dogs shared their Halloween treats with Oscar. Because Oscar had been so brave, the dogs changed his nickname from Wiener Dog to Hero Sandwich. It's funny because Hero Sandwich is a kind of sandwich, but it's spelled hero never mind. And from that night on, nobody ever made fun of Oscar again. Happy Halloween! The end. Next, we are reading Pumpkin Eye by Denise Fleming. Yellow moon, rising soon. Piece of pie, pumpkin eye. Candlesticks, burning wicks. Trick or treat, pounding feet. Jack-o'-lanterns line the street. Down the hill, spirits spill. Purple scales, dragon tails, twisted horns, unicorns. Trick or treat, pounding feet, eerie shadows fill the street. Swooping bats, hissing cats. Tattered rags, toothless hags, pointed tails, blood-red nails. Trick or treat, pounding feet, wretched witches roam the streets. Clacking bones, muffled moans. Tigers growl, werewolves howl. Toes curl, heads swirl, things bump, hearts thump. Trick or treat, pounding feet, Halloween has found our street. The end. I want to show you that Batman is in this book, which I was not expecting. Look, pretty sure that's Batman. I mean, maybe not exactly Batman, but it looks like Batman. Yay. Our final book today is I Want to Be in a Scary Story by Sean Taylor and illustrated by Jean Julian. Ooh, look at that green. That's nice. Hello, little monster. What do you want to do today? Can I be in a story? All right, what kind of story? I want to be in a scary story. A funny story might be more fun. Not for me, it won't be. Okay, we could start the story in a dark and scary forest. That's a good idea. You ready then, little monster? You bet I am. Oh my golly gosh. Whew. That's a scary forest. Is that too scary? It might be. Would you rather just be in a spooky house? That sounds better. Oh my goodness me! Oh, there's spiders in there. Is that too spooky? A little bit, but never mind. Well, now something scary is going to happen. What? You go inside and a creepy witch will jump out. Okay. Oh, yikes and crikes! Hey, that looks like me. Would you rather something else jump out instead of the witch? Maybe. How about a ghost? Okay, a ghost. Oh, jeepers creepers! Hold on, this is too scary. Well, you did say you wanted to be in a scary story. I know, but I want to be in a scary story where I do the scaring. Okay, you want to be the scary one? Yeah. Okay then, you can creep up the stairs and sneak over to the door and then scare the person inside. All right. This is more fun now. I found the door. You see, there's something hiding in that hole. Now, I'm going to be scary. Wait a minute. Who is going to be in there? The witch. What? Look, can we maybe change this book so it's a funny story? All right, little monster. There could be just a teeny, weeny monkey and his friend in there. Good! That's going to be much funnier. I can easily scare him. Look at the tiny monkey. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Look at his friend. It's not fair if his friend's ginormous like that. But you said you want this to be a funny story now, didn't you? Yes? Well, it's going to be funny if a ginormous monkey and a teeny weeny monkey start chasing a monster, isn't it? Not for me, it won't be. Unless what? Hey, little monster, are you okay? Whoop. Little monster, are you out here? Where did he go? The forest is dark and scary. Little monster, this isn't funny. Boo! Now that was scary, little monster. And that was funny too. So, can I be in a story again tomorrow? The end. I think that was my favorite one out of all three. Thank you for coming to this episode of Don't Be Afraid of the Library. Bye. Okay. My hat desperately wants to fly away.